Diabetes is rampant throughout the world with unhealthy diets and excessive body weight, its leading causes. The problem of obesity exists in most developed countries and in some places you might not expect, such as Mexico. In fact, Mexican obesity rates are now higher than in the United States. CCTV's Franc Contreras reports from a free clinic in Mexico City that's helping people fight severe obesity.
Eduardo Gallegos has waited nearly 2 years for this day. He's come to this Mexico City clinic for a free procedure designed to help him lose weight and change his life. Eduardo says he started gaining massive amounts of body fat about 10 years ago and has not stopped. To deal with the stress in his life, he says he often turns to his best friend, food.
Many times I would just stay home because when I go places, people stop and stare, and that is so uncomfortable. I want a future with plans. This surgery is like starting a new life again.
The procedure starts with the doctor inserting what amounts to a large ball inside Gallegos' stomach. It will stay there for 6 months. The goal is to get him to eat less. Like millions of other obese Mexicans, Eduardo's life is at risk because of his weight. Many obese people struggle in this country where delicious fatty foods are always readily available.
According to a report by the United Nations, Mexico now has the most obese population in the entire world, even surpassing the United States, with nearly 33% of all adults falling into the category of obesity.
To help fight the problem, Mexico's government wants to place higher taxes on sugary soft drinks, which are often easier to get than drinking water. Back in the operating room, an obese patient undergoes the final phase of surgery, which includes changing the actual structure of her digestive system. The director of Mexico City's free obesity clinic says being severely overweight is a social stigma that profoundly affects his patients' lives.
Some airlines charge them double for a seat. Their sex lives with their partners is very limited. Even their relationships with their children are affected. They can't bend over to tie a child's shoe.
Eduardo Gallegos weighs about 182 kilograms. He hopes to lose about 60 kilos so that he can fit behind the steering wheel of a car and finally learn to drive. He says it's a goal he's determined to fulfill. Franc Contreras, CCTV, Mexico City.